Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon SoulSilver. Alright everybody, as you can see, we have just gone through Route 47, and it's very short cliff cave. And now we are almost there to the Safari Zone. But first, we have actually another route. Well, yeah, apparently another route. Just before we actually reach the Safari Zone, Route 48. Although this is actually the very shortest route that you'll probably see in the entire game, actually. But anyways, folks, everyone, as you're seeing here, now this right here is actually the most common place for you to actually get yourself a Tauros. So now while you could get Tauros back in routes 38 and 39, but I would say if you want to have a more easier time getting one, then I would say trying to get one from here. You'll have yourself a much more easier time to try to find one here. Yeah. And oh god. I think I need to switch up my Pharaoh here because after getting its attack power raised with its ability, I am not taking my chances of losing my Pharaoh right now. But anyways, as of one now, as for the other Pokemon that you can also find in this only patch of grass in this entire route, now you can also find Farfetch'd, I'm sure. Now, just like with Tauros, now this is also another location where you can find Farfetch'd. But however, just like before, you could only find Farfetch'd during the day. So yeah, make sure you can only find Farfetch'd before night falls. And also, this is also another location. Now, this is actually the actual first location where you can actually get yourself a giraffe rank. But I would say, in terms of draft rank, I would say you can find draft rank in a much more common spot. Which is of course is what I will get into when we actually get to that location. And this is also a location where and also everyone, this is also the first location where you can actually get yourself a Diglett. But it is also a very rare occurrence if you just don't happen to find one here. Yeah, I would say wait until a much more later point so you can actually get yourself one. Oh, hey Vulpix! Alright, and this is also another opportunity for me to actually get the Vulpix that I couldn't exactly get last time. Yeah, back in Route 36, where not only I accidentally credited a Vulpix, then with the second Vulpix used Roar on me. Yeah, and those were good times. Yeah, but anyways, we finally get ourselves a freaking Vulpix. Vulpix, the fox Pokemon. The Vulpix are sure very sly foxes, alright. I saw everyone also. Now, if you're having yourself a hard time just to actually find yourself an Oddish, then this is the first time where you can also encounter its evolved form, Gloom. So everyone. Now, if you want to skip Oddish entirely, then you can actually get yourself a Gloom there. But anyways, now we're done with the encounters for now. And here we have the brand new location of the Safari Zone. Right away, I gotta say, the music, music that's playing here right now, I gotta say, it is actually, a pretty, I gotta say, it is actually a pretty darn neat of a track. Yeah, and this was, this track was only made for the, remix of Johto. Yeah. Although, I wonder what it would sound like if this track was actually in the original original Gen 2 games. Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, folks, now you're seeing here. Yeah, now we do have a few booths here where you can buy some stuff that, where honestly, where you can just simply just buy like someplace else. Like more so the goldenrod, like the goldenrod department store. But if you want to have another location where you can get the energy drinks, like like a protein, calcium, and all that, yeah, then you can simply just get them from this guy right here. Yeah, here we essentially have another location where you can buy more of those. Yeah. Now, as for just before we actually enter the Safari Zone itself, yes, right, everyone. Now, and considering that there's only trees, just before we actually get into it, the only Pokemon that you can only get from here are from the trees. So yeah. Oh yes, everyone. And speaking of the Safari Zone, considering that, sorry everyone, speaking of the info on the left side, I'm now considering that I had to fill, that you probably saw, that you obviously might have saw, with the Route 48 encounters and all that. Yeah, considering that all that had to take up a good chunk of it. Yeah, which of course means that, and considering that we are going to go into the Safari Zone for the first time, unfortunately that means that I will not be able to fully show off, I would not be able to fully show off, like, all of the Pokemon that you can, like, encounter in this Safari Zone, however, though, this would not be our first visit to the Safari Zone, though, because, that's because when we actually get to meeting up with, when we get to meet up with, Baoba, then you'll definitely see, you'll definitely see what I mean. And then we have, this guy, who's talking about, despite being a hiker, he's just very lucky that to find a Pokemon Center here. Then it feels like you are in paradise. I guess you can say, I guess you can say it really does feel like paradise, even just like having to climb all that way, Show how this Safari Zone is great. Well, we shall see soon for ourselves. It is great. I just kept going after Pokemon. That made my Jigglypuff upset, though. Oh, it looks like your Jigglypuff was jealous because it probably wanted to be the because the Jigglypuff probably wanted to be the only Pokemon that he ever owns. But anyways, everyone, here we are in now here we have the entrance entrance area, where of course we are once again meet up with Baoba, which he honestly, yeah, which he immediately, despite being the one to actually build this whole thing, he already wants to retire. Yeah, I don't get how that works. It's like, yeah, I get that he I get that he built that Safari Zone back in Kanto. So I guess after owning that one, and after he lost that one, and you know, like, and after he wanted to build this one after his first one was lost. Yeah, that obviously, that probably would have made him go, that probably got him so, you know, exhausted and probably wanted to go into early retirement, I guess. So yeah, now as you saw, yeah, now he wants us to actually take this test so that we can now be the owners of the Safari Zone. Now the test that he wants us to do is to just simply catch a Geodude. So yeah. And it is actually a quite simple one too, because yeah, I guess you could say simple, but I guess I should explain this a little more further. Now, the safaris now, this gen Safari Zone isn't exactly like all the others where all the locations, all of the areas in the Safari Zone basically stay the same, every single time you enter in. This Safari Zone, on the other hand, but however, this Safari Zone can actually have a multiple of different areas, and also not to mention that all of the areas now all of the areas can actually be changed, which of course is something that we'll get into within our second visit to the Safari Zone. Now, as for your first time going into the Safari Zone, now every time you started your file for Heart Gold and SoulSilver, now the starting areas that you will see in the Safari Zone will be different. But however, though, the peak area that you guys are currently seeing right now, will be the only area will stay the same. No matter like how many times no matter how many times that you no matter how many how many times that you have replayed the Gen 2 remakes. But as for my playthrough, on the other hand, now I managed to get a pattern where it's a peak on the a peak at the start, the forest on the left side of that, then the meadow, and then the meadow on the top side, the marshland onto the right side of that. Oh, Misdreavus! Hello! Holy crap, Misdreavus! How's it going, man? Wow, this is such a wild encounter. I was honestly kind of not expecting to find you at all, but I guess what I did. But consider that this Safari Zone is not gonna last. Yep, I knew it. Yep, there we go. Yep, there it goes. Well, at the very least, we finally got to see Misdreavus at least once in this whole playthrough, so I'm fine with that. But anyways, anyways, everyone, as I was saying, now, when you go now after the marshland, when you go over to the right side, then you'll see then you guys get to see a wetland. Then finally, will be a swamp area. So yeah, and then right there is only just a few areas that you can actually get that you'll be able to see within this whole within this whole safari zone. Now now, as for the other areas that you'll be able to explore through, if you just so happen to get them by random chance, you know, for your first time out, you'll be able to get, you know, like there is a plains area. What did I say? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, yeah, there is a wasteland area, a savanna, mountain, and there is even a desert, and finally a rocky beach area. There is actually a lot of areas that you can actually that you'll be able to explore through. But however, considering that we're only on the first test, which of course means that you'll be only get to explore only six of those areas. With one of them always being the peak area first. Yeah. Now as for the other patterns that you may be able to get, there is one with peak, wetland, plain, swamp, meadow, and forest. Then there's peak, swamp, wetland, wasteland, forest, and the marshland. Then there's peak, marshland, forest, mountain, swamp, and wasteland. And then we have peak, wasteland, swamp, savanna, marshland, and mountain, and swamp, If I didn't say that, and well, if I didn't say that already. Then there's another pattern. Then the next pattern is peak, mountain, marshland, plains, wasteland, and savanna. Then there's peak, savanna, wasteland, meadow, mountain, and plains. And then the next pattern is peak, plains, mountain, wetland, savanna, and meadow. And then the next one is peak, meadow, savanna, forest, plains, and wetland. And the final pattern that you can possibly get for your first visit is peak, swamp, plains, savanna, wetland, and wasteland. So this safari zone is probably the biggest one that you'll ever that you will ever see in this entire game. So yeah. But anyways, everyone, as you've been seeing, while I did manage to get myself a Jigglypuff, but not so much, and also a Magikarp, but not so much with. But unfortunately, I did. But however, I did not get Meryl. And it's actually a real bummer too, because, well, when we actually get to the location where you can find a Meryl outside of the Safari Zone, is actually a lot more rare to find than you may realize. You'll definitely see what I mean for when we actually get to that location. Oh, Farfetch'd! Hey, how's it going? Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god, man! Like, oh my god, man! I was just talking about you like a way earlier ago. Jeez. Okay, you're still watching. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, it's alright everyone. Oh yeah, it's alright everyone. It's alright everyone. And it's alright everyone. Now for those of you who aren't familiar with how the Safari Zone works, now you don't exactly send out. You do not send your Pokemon out to battle them. You simply just try to actually capture them. Now, as you've been seeing, if it just so happen to fail to catch them, they will either stay put, or they will simply just run off. Yeah, but however, there are a few tricks so you can make sure you can have much of a more easier time. Hey, it's me! Yay! Well, actually, it may be a Ditto, yes, but however, it's not shiny though. So unfortunately, that it is not me. Yeah, it is a bomber, but hey, what are you gonna do? Okay, anyways, everyone now. Anyways, everyone now. Now, as I was saying, now there are like other options that you can actually do with the Pokemon that you just happen to encounter. Now, if you mind yourself from the menus, from the bottom screen, it says bait and there are other options that says bait and a mud. You actually attach these things at the Pokemon. Now, if it just so happen to throw bait at them, they will have a less likely chance for them to run off. But however, now you've essentially made them a lot more harder to catch. And if you just so happen to throw mud at them, now they will have a better chance of catching. But now they have a more highly chance to run. So yeah, basically for any Safari Zone, well, actually, aside from the Safari Zone that we get in a certain another set of remakes. Now if you want to get these Pokemon, you really need to. It is essentially relied entirely on luck. Getting these Pokemon are entirely relied on luck. So yeah. And as you've seen, I'm not exactly getting the best luck. Because, well, like I said, now, while I did manage to get both Jigglypuff and Magikarp, and of course, not to mention the Geodude that we actually needed to catch so that we can actually pass the test. But as for the Pokemon that I've been trying to get, like this Paris here, for example. Yeah, come on. Yeah, like that. And that too. I've been failing massively just trying to actually get these Pokemon. But at the very least, I did manage to get some actual new encounters, like like the Misdreavus, like the Misdreavus that we saw before, and also the Farfetch'd and Ditto. So yeah, that's something. Okay. Yeah. Now with all that, I think we're done. Oh yeah, that's so true. Right, everyone. I forgot to mention this. Now for the Safari zones that you're probably all now for a previous Safari zones. Now you will be under an essential timer. Now you will be under a timer just so you can try to get the Pokemon as quick as you can. But however though, within this Safari zone, now while you still only get 30 Safari balls. However though, you can actually stay in the Safari zone for as long as you want. So yeah, just to make sure that you try to actually get the Pokemon that you actually want to get. Now, as you've been seeing right now, showing him that Geodude was only the first test. There is a second test that we actually have to do before we become the new owner. But we're not gonna get into that until he calls us again. Yeah. And now, after all of the backtracking, and after finally going to some other new locations, which of course including the Safari Zone, we are now finally gonna be challenging the Olivine Gym. But of course I'm gonna save that for the next part. Yeah. And so to the next part, see you guys next time.